What's up, guys? I'm Chris, and today you're watching a magic review on the Envelope-Atron by Tom Phoenix. Welcome to the channel, and thanks for tuning in. Please consider subscribing. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment on any questions that you have about the product I'm reviewing or anything you'd like to see in the future. Let me know your thoughts. Also, don't forget to click that notification bell so you don't miss a video or a review. Don't forget to head over to Facebook and join the Chris Edwards Magic Secret Access group. That is a group that I have kind of based around this channel where I can interact with you guys on a more personal level. And I'm also going to be providing you with a more in-depth look on certain products such as Peak Wallets and other releases that I don't want to go into full detail to the public. So it's more hidden than what a layperson would be able to see. There'll be unlisted videos where I will post direct links within the group. So those unlisted videos can't be searched via anything, whether it's not visible on my channel, for one, to the public, and two, you won't be able to search those videos through the YouTube search engine or like Google or anything like that. So check that out, and in there I can answer questions in a lot more detail than I will on here. The Envelope-Atron by Tom Phoenix is a cleverly designed do-it-yourself project that allows you to make a switch envelope. It can be used for multiple outs, it can be used for predictions, it can be used for visual changes, restorations. There's a list of things that can be done, and Tom really gives you quite a few ideas beyond the construction of this on how to use it. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys what this looks like. I personally don't feel like it should be used as a visual change, just because I think that kind of defeats the purpose of what it's meant for. You will see how clean and fluid the motion is, just simply removing the card from, or the prediction from, the envelope happens in one really smooth motion. I'm just still getting used to it. It's really not difficult, but like most things, a little bit of practice and you'll gain that muscle memory and it'll look perfect. The tutorial, it's Tom speaking with you, teaching you how to construct the gimmick, what you need. It's very thorough. He goes through everything in great detail. It's easy to construct. You're going to want to have, well, a number of things. He'll explain what you need in the beginning, but basically, you have your envelope, some plastic, you want an X-Acto knife just to make precise cuts, probably things that you already have. And to construct this, you probably already have the materials you need just sitting around the house. Even if you don't have specific coin envelopes, this can be done with other envelopes. The construction would still be the same. So, if you don't want to have just the small version like that, you can do this with other envelopes. Just take the same construction principle and everything and just apply that to other materials. The tutorial link is going to give you access to 10 videos, so that will give you an intro and some crediting, and then also the construction. And on top of that, Tom goes over some different handlings. He goes over multiple outs, different switches, predictions. There is a really cool, almost torn and restored type effect where you have your participants select a playing card, you rip off the corner, and you then proceed to burn the card, only to reveal that in the end, the envelope that's been sitting in front of them the whole time with a corner of a card, you take that out, and that's actually, it fits perfectly to their signed playing card that it was torn from. So very, very cool effect. There's a number of different routines that he goes over. All of them are very creative and very good. Difficulty level. So like I said, you're just going to want to get used to handling and doing the switch, but it isn't difficult. Just takes a little bit of practice. Difficulty for constructing the gimmick, also very easy. The first one you make will take a little bit longer than if you make more in the future, because basically after making the first one, once you save the cutouts, you will have templates to make the rest. or make more, I mean, not necessarily the rest. You don't have to make more than one. It's not like this is going to break or anything. There's no moving parts. But the first time you'll want to make some measurements, cut precisely, and then after that you have your templates. Angles. So this is actually really good on angles. You know, with the right handling, this could be done surrounded, because really all you're hiding is whatever you're going to switch in. Using what I did, right, this could very easily be finger palmed, and you can switch that in. So this could be easily be angle proof depending on how you handle the envelope and your prediction or piece of playing card, whatever you're going to switch in. But ultimately, you know, you could just transfer that and then pull it out. Arts and crafts are ready to use. It's an instant download, so it's 100% arts and crafts, but it doesn't take too long and it is well worth it. Setup and reset. The setup, I guess, is making the gimmick and simply putting something in there. Reset is just putting something back in there. Almost an instant reset. It could be an instant reset if you're doing the same type of effect or routine. Can it be inspected? No, it can't be handled by your audience or your participant, but it's one of those things that I don't think will ever need to be inspected, because you can show both sides very freely, very openly. They see your finger in there, they see the card come out, and it changed, right? Well, they don't see it change unless you're doing a visual change. If you're just bringing out a billet, the switch is invisible. They would never be able to tell that there was a switch that happened. And then after that, you know, you can show them the inside. You can do that to show that it's completely empty. Really, there's no reason for examination. Pocket space is great, the size of an envelope. Is this a worker, and who would use this? Yeah, it's definitely a worker. I don't know if this is something you would really carry around strolling. You could. There's definitely no reason that you can't. I think this would be more for like a close-up or parlor show. However, yeah, it can be carried around. It can be used in strolling too. Who would use this? I would say that the mentalist is going to get the most use out of this, just because the switch is invisible and you can switch things in that you have predicted, or that you could just throwing ideas out there. You could nail write or pocket write something, switch that in. There's so many different ways that you can use this, multiple outs. And then also, it's not just limited to the mentalist, because if you are performing card magic or anything like that, you can do a visual change. So this could go from a blue card to a red card, or this could, well, I guess the routine that I kind of described that Tom goes about, or that Tom talks about and teaches, being the burnt and restored card. That's, I think, more along the lines of magic than mentalism. So yeah, anybody can use this. And finally, is it worth the price? So the regular price on this is $25. It's on sale right now for $17. Either way, whether you're getting it on sale or you're paying full price, I think that this is worth the price. Once you have it made, you have a very good switching device. Also, there are other envelopes like this on the market that are similar. Tom does a great job in crediting similar envelopes, but the method and the construction is different, so it is unique in itself. Yeah, this is, I think, a really good alternative, because this is close-up. This is a close-up version. So if you look at other envelopes that basically do the same thing, like for example the Unbelievable, right? It's big. It's meant for stage or bigger situations, where this is perfect for close-up, parlor. Even with, you know, a larger setting, they're still going to see something in the envelope, and they're going to see the fluid motion of that leaving the envelope and, you know, being in your hand. So for being $25, that's, yeah, it is do it yourself, but I think it's a very fair price. But grab it now while you can at $17, and it's an even better price. Like I said, I'll leave a link in the description below. Pros and cons. The pros, I think it's an affordable switch device that, you know, you can make one of, or you can make plenty of, and you can make it customizable to you. If you want to use bigger envelopes, you can. If you want to use different colored envelopes, you can. Whatever fits your style, right? And then on top of that, there are so many applications that this can be used with. Negatives. The only negative that I can think of is that people who don't want to do it yourself won't get this, right? They'll want to get a fully constructed version, or they will go for something that's already readily available on the market. But with that said, I'm not a huge arts and crafts person, but I took the time to make this. It didn't take long, and it's worth it, right? So to me, that's not a negative. It just might deter some people from making the purchase. That's really all I can think of. With that said, I don't know. I think I've covered everything that I can on this, and we'll see you at the next review.